Hello everyone, my name is Alright Sprite and welcome to my Sherlock Holmes, The Mystery of the Mummy walkthrough. I'm very excited to kind of get started into this because I have, in the past few years, recently become kind of a Sherlock Holmes fan through the movies like Robert Downey Jr. and other movies and shows, and more importantly, the Crimes and Punishment games that I got to experience for the first time, and that was the first Sherlock Holmes game made by Frogwares I ever played. I got really kind of into this game series, and I've kind of been looking for a way to kind of get these onto the channel eventually, but considering I just beat this game, The Mystery of the Money, for the first time ever on my stream, I thought, I've been looking for kind of a shorter game to do a walkthrough for that could be kind of like a really easy and quick game to play on the channel in between when I'm looking for the next kind of bigger game to play, because I did just finish my Red Dead Redemption / Undead Nightmare walkthroughs, and I thought I should take a break sort of from some of the bigger games and go to something a little bit smaller, so this was kind of my solution. This gives me a chance to play something kind of different on the channel, like a mystery-related game, and what better way than to get into the Sherlock Holmes games if we're going to be doing that. So, like I said, we're going to be doing a walkthrough for this. It's a lot shorter, and it's extremely, how do I say this, old compared to many recent games now. I actually had to download some software things to help kind of fix this game's mouse issues. You'll probably notice at times this mouse will not do what I want it to do, especially when looking at things. So I actually had to figure out a way to fix that, which I did. That's why I was able to play it on stream. And overall, the audio quality, the visuals is just that of an extremely old game. But that's what you expect from games that are this age. In fact, this game was free for me when I got it. So if you're looking for a free game to get, I'd recommend this if you're able to figure out how to fix it like I did. There's a lot of people that deal with the same issue, so if you look up how to fix mouse problems and stuff, they should be able to give you a detailed way to fix it. It is honestly really fun for the time it was. The puzzles were lost on me. It definitely goes to show how much of a bad detective I would be, but I have beaten this game, and I know what I need to do, and I even have my own little guide to help me along the way. So I just really want to show off this game so we could eventually get to some of the later Sherlock games, because I kind of want to make it kind of a series in my channel, along with kind of the Assassin's Creeds, the Mortal Kombats, and the Western games and stuff. So I thought this would be a great way to get into it and start with kind of the older games first. Yeah, so this is relatively going to be quick. I appreciate you guys hopping in the video to check out this series with me, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Like the video, check out some of my other content, tell me what you'd like to see. I mostly play games on here for fun, and it's my own hobby to record them and make walkthroughs for them of games I know I like. But if there's anything you're interested in seeing, or if you're liking the content I make, I'd really appreciate if you let me know. I also stream on Twitch. I streamed this game on Twitch not too long ago, and I'm looking to stream the next one for a mystery themed day of the week. So if that interests you, please check that out. Regardless, we are now going to set out with Sherlock Holmes and figuring out what the mystery of the mummy is and how do we solve it. Actually, before I start, let me just mention, like I said, this is a very old game, okay? So there's a lot of issues, like if the screen looks like it shrinks, or the mouse is having trouble, it's mostly due to the fact that it's so old. I'll do everything in my power to make sure that it comes out good in the end product, but if you notice any small things that may not make sense or seems like there's something wrong with the video, it's most likely due to that. So I apologize in advance for anything such as that, and I'll do everything I can to make sure it comes out the best kind of quality for you. Anyway, let us see what the mystery of the mummy is and follow along with our hero, Sherlock Holmes. Start new game.
Dear Sherlock Holmes, thank you so much for your interest in this affair. Finally, I've found some peace after knowing that the matter of the disappearance of my father, Lord Montcalfe, 6 months ago, is now being investigated by you. my saviour. I know that you will find the truth, and you will tell me exactly what happened to my father. Yours sincerely, your devoted future cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. P.S. Please, I beg you to keep this business a secret. I really don't want your dear cousin Andrew, whom I'm going to marry very soon, to find out about it.
It is very fortunate that Watson is away. I'll be able to make inquiry and keep it secret as my cousin wished. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I suppose. Here is a letter for you from your cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. Thank you very much. Good luck, Mr. Holmes. So it is the Manor of Lord Montcalfe. It seems no one is at home. I'll try to find evidence proving his death and report them to my cousin Elizabeth.
All right,
I should
we
read
are
the letter
getting
from
started.
Elizabeth again.
Okay. Letters. Dear Sherlock Holmes, thank you so much for your interest in the affair. Finally, I found some peace after knowing that the matter of the disappearance of my father, Lord Montcalfe, 6 months ago is now being investigated by you, my savior. I know that you will find the truth and you will tell me exactly what happened to my father. I do not believe what the police are saying, that he killed himself by self-immolation. He was a brilliant man, one of the best Egyptologists. Nothing can explain a tragic death. I know that my father began to lose his senses, but we do not know why. My poor father's butler will let you in and show you the way. I hope in the manor you will find all the clues necessary to solve this horrible matter. Yours sincerely, your devoted future cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. P.S. Please, I beg you to keep this business secret. I really do not want your dear cousin Andrew, whom I am going to marry very soon, to find out about it. Anything else? Dear Sherlock Holmes, I deeply regret that I cannot give you the key to the manor. I don't believe that such an obstacle will stop you, but I am ashamed to ask you to force the home of my father. I fear that the manor is full of traps, as my father lost his mental health 5 months before he disappeared. Be cautious, our happiness depends on your success. Your humble and grateful cousin, Elizabeth Montcalfe. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Like, see what I mean? We're already dealing with some mouse issues. These are a little bit better than when I was playing on stream, but that is something that we're just going to have to deal with. But yeah, here we are. Basically, this is a point-and-click game. We're solving a mystery. When it comes to choices and stuff like that, it's really like there's a linear path. These old games are kind of like that, so you don't have to worry too much about making the right choice in terms of picking the correct ending, but just making sure you get the right choice so you can actually beat the game. Now, you're probably seeing that this is extremely old, so some of the things might be hard to see. I am playing this in 1080p, or at least I believe so. That's what I'm recording it in. So the visuals and all that might be a bit different from what the actual game is like. But regardless, we're going to begin our adventure in solving this mystery. So what we know is that Lord Montcalfe has disappeared, but the police believe that he killed himself by self-immolation, as the note noted. We've been asked by our cousin-in-law to figure it out. So right now, we're in the entrance. We don't have a key to get anywhere, so right now we're just kind of looking around the lobby. I guess it's called the reception hall.
Incredible. It is a real museum.
So like she said, Lord Montcalfe was a Egyptologist. I think that's how you say that. So we're probably going to see a lot of things with Egypt, artifact-wise, and just overall themes and puzzles and stuff like that. So let's see what's here. Looks like I just picked up a seal. We're going to need that later.
I need a key to open that door.
Let's try to go upstairs, see what we can do.
I'll go upstairs later.
Call it a hunch.
Incredible. It is a real museum.
So as you noticed, we pressed the button on the little sarcophagi, I think that's what you call it. And it looks like we need to put codes in. And there's little initials here. As you could probably notice...
The answer to this conundrum must be somewhere in this room.
Yes, because any good game is going to give you the answer somehow. So we notice there is other sarcophaguses. Sarcophagi? In this room with numbers on them. See, there's Old Kingdom, 27,000 BC to 2200 BC. And we're looking for... Okay, so there's Old Kingdom, there's that one. And I believe it's the second number, so it should be 22,000. And then this is one of them. I think it's supposed to be for LD, for the late dynastic. And then it's 0332. You should probably write these down if you're trying to do it yourself. I'm using a guide that already has the number on it, but that's essentially the answer. And then we have New Kingdom, and the second number is 1069. So basically the answers are on this sarcophagi. Then we got Middle Kingdom, which is 1650. I don't think this one is supposed to mean anything. I think it's random which solution it is. Based on the guide I'm reading, it shows that there's two. So we got Old Kingdom. This one's going to be that number. Middle Kingdom is going to be 1650. And then it's going to be 1069. 3, 2. And this should be the solution.
It is obvious.
Not really. The first time I played this, I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out which numbers it was, and I think I just kept putting in the wrong numbers or reading them wrong just because the quality of the game is very, very, very low. Okay, so you picked up the key. And I think we are ready to open this door.
Unlocked. This is the mummy of Kai-Pesep, priest of Aton. I didn't know that Lord Montcalfe had such archaeological treasures at home.
Go in this toolbox for stuff.
These tools might be helpful.
When it comes to... Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Like I said, the game tends to take seconds. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
It's the mummy of Kai-Pesep, priest of Aton.
Sorry about that, guys.
I didn't know that all these pieces must have been taken from the tomb of the priest.
When it comes to solving these puzzles, I'm probably going to be solving most of them with you. Or in the moment, because like I remember a couple of these when I was just playing it a couple weeks ago, but I'm still using a guide myself to make sure that I'm doing it right. We're mostly here for the story and stuff like that, to just kind of play the game and all that stuff. Okay, so I picked up the seal, I got the oil flask, hammered the lever.
It's illegible. Again, a room full of Egyptian relics. Does Lord Montcalfe have a big collection? A piece of bandage. Somebody is wounded, or...
There's a mummy!
This child is Elizabeth Montcalfe. Why is such a nice photo hidden? This is the statue of Amenophis. It's well protected. Is there a mummy inside?
That'd be my guess. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for the tie pin. Unless I'm looking at the, Wait, hold on. Here it is. Totally misread the guide. So the tie pin should be right there. And then... And then we enter the room. And then pick up this seal.
It must be a knife for sacrifices.
I think that might be everything that we need in this room. Don't need to do that just yet. We need like a couple more seals. We need 4 seals. We only have 3.
I should know more about these symbols.
Ah.
It's locked.
I think it's time we go on this end.
This is the mummy of Kai-Peiset, priest of Aton.
We already know
I
that.
didn't know that Lord Montcalfe had such archaeological treasures at home.
Okay. I think we're supposed to move this. Reveals that. Then we use
The
the
lock
hammer.
is old, I can simply break it. The lock is old, I can simply break it.
Maybe I use... Yep. Screwdriver, open it up. We got ourselves a key.
Nice statue.
Nice statue.
It must be an extract from the Book of the Dead.
And then I think this is... There's 5 seals, I think. Let's see. Sukkah is responsible for bringing up the pharaohs. She brings help to the priests and threatened gods. Master of desert mountains, master of waters. Ah, look! Master of desert mountains. Look at that. I'm the master of deserts and mountains. Ain't that cool? Isn't he supposed to be like the bad guy in Egyptian mythology? I don't know. Because he like brings death and stuff. Master of waters, best guardian angel, most spread representation is multi-headed creature, having knives in its arms. Now is a celestial vault that swallows the sun in the evening and puts it back in the morning from its bottom. Thought, he teaches hieroglyphics, patron of scribes, man with ibis head, or baboon. Anubis, master of cemeteries, he presides in embalming ceremonies. Oh, cemeteries? It's kind of E is kind of smudged. Yeah, for the most part, guys, like I have a guide to help me make sure I'm doing this correctly. But for the most part, I'm gonna do what I remember, and then if I'm struggling, I will check for like answers and stuff like that.
I need a key to open that door.
And I think this is the key.
The lock is so rusty I could break the key in it. I need to oil it first.
Okay, that's why we have this.
Unlocked.
And we come in here. Just to be safe, I am gonna save. As you can see, I've already been playing this. I've played this game. This is still relatively kind of new to me. I'm not an expert at this game or all the puzzles. So, it's still somewhat blind. I mean, I've beaten this game, so I know the story, and I know what most of the puzzles are supposed to be for, and stuff like that, so it is what it is.
A mummy. Quite an unusual inhabitant of a manor.
Sherlock Holmes, everybody, completely unfazed when a undead being just pops out from the door behind him.
Let's take a closer look at these boxes. Closed.
No shit, Sherlock. I feel like I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Just take all this gear stuff, take the spare wood.
I'll need something to open the lock on this cupboard.
Type in? Aha!
A whiskey bottle. At least I won't die of thirst.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I have taken everything I need.
Okay, well, I think I'm missing like a seal or something. I think there's supposed to be 5. Hold on, let me check what I got. Got a bottle of whiskey, I got some wood. I believe that's for later. These gears are for later. Oh, no, I have 5 seals. What am I looking at? Look at this. One of those seals must have been in there with the other stuff. So I think we got everything we need to get out of this, the exhibit rooms. And we can solve that one puzzle.
Ha! Another new trick of Lord Montcalfe. Let's test my knowledge of Egyptian mythology.
Okay. Alright. Now, this I struggled with the first time I did it. So, I'm looking at my guide now, and it says it's supposed to be the top one right here is supposed to be the Sobek, Master of Waters, and it's like a 2-headed Oh no, it looks like a crocodile's right face profile. That would be this one, right? Like, that's the, right profile. My years of studying video production should have taught me that. And then the next one is Ibis, which is the bird left-facing profile. The third one is now a woman stretching horizontally on all fours, which we read about that in the thing because she has to deal with the sun, and I think he refers to the person with multiple arms with weapons, and then this is supposed to be the master of water, and then the dagger is supposed to be the opposite-facing twin, which I don't... Like, I think that was the one that really confused me. Okay. So we're in a new room now.
These books are interesting, but I don't have time for reading.
Don't you remember elementary school Sherlock? There's always time for reading. A strange philanthropist, Lord Montcalfe, the well-known scientist and explorer, is going to open his manor's doors to the public and display the artifacts from his numerous expeditions. His greatest work was to deliver from the sands the mummy of Aton, priest Caliph Seth. The mummy is said to be cursed. Official opening date will be announced soon in our newspaper. London, May 7, 1893, NS. That's something to note too.
These documents about Lord Montcalfe are very peculiar. Let's see if I can find more.
Oh, looks like we just got some papers. That's something I wanted to note too in these Sherlock games. The way they made them is out of order chronologically, and a lot of the earlier ones are in later of his time, and the earlier ones are actually, the newer games are actually part of his earlier life. So it's kind of like in terms of figuring out the chronological order of events or chronological order of the games and stories, you kind of have to put in perspective that this is probably like the second latest game in terms of time period, because it's like 1899 in London, I believe, if I remember that correctly. So this is like way later into his career as like a private investigator, or whatever you would call his position at the time. We picked up some matches. I think that's what those are.
Some pages have been torn out. I do not see anything interesting.
We use the matches to light that, because it was super dark from my understanding. Open that up, and I think we throw the wood. No. We throw the paper in there, then the wood, then I think we throw the whiskey in there.
It seems that the door is connected to that strange system.
And then we just throw all the gears in. Pretty simple and straightforward puzzles, really, if you have found everything so far.
It seems that the door is connected to that strange system.
And then we take the matches,